This video is sponsored by Noragon, the commercial vehicle data experts. Visit noragon.com to learn more.
All right, thanks guys. That's a wrap. Thanks guys, see you next time.
You know, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta be so hard on me? I thought the winter coat gag was funny.
Well, that's my shtick. It's the banter that keeps people coming back.
Or it could be the in-depth truck service info we share.
Well, sure, that too.
You know, and you couldn't come up with anything better than coolants for the next time?
Coolants are important.
Or they're all the same.
Okay, that's not true.
Well, that's what everyone thinks.
Well, that's a problem. Wes, are these cameras still rolling?
What are you doing?
We're doing the next episode right now. That's how important coolant is.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Nope. Fine, let's do this. You good, Wes?
Okay.
Ready? There are two very different types of coolants: conventional, fully formulated, and extended life or organic acid technology, OAT. They protect engines from corrosion very differently, and if you mix the two, both will be diluted and neither will be effective. This could result in catastrophic corrosion, which creates a hole from the coolant side of the cylinder liner through to the oil side. The best way to monitor coolants is with a simple test strip. The paper test strips can be dipped into the coolant reservoir or radiator. If they turn one color, you're all set and ready to go. They turn a different color, that means the coolant doesn't have a high enough amount of additive to protect against corrosion. Check the freeze point of the coolant with a hygrometer, or for more accurate results, use a refractometer. This will tell you if the coolant has been diluted with water, which will reduce its anti-corrosion properties. Speaking of the freeze point, here is a chart that'll give you an idea of what to look for. Now here's Noragon's Jason Hedman to talk about diagnosing engine issues potentially related to coolant from a diagnostic perspective.
You know, how can you quickly diagnose the health of coolant and oil? Well, for this one, it's a little bit more difficult to answer. We can quickly let users know, do they have low fluids? But beyond that, the systems are kind of isolated to whether or not they're have it, right? For health, it's not as cut and dry. Diagnostic tools can only report what the ECUs are telling us, and that's really, like I said, whether or not they have fluids or not. Not many of the systems exist that do onboard fluid analysis on the trucks today, and it's probably because, well, how complex they are to make and expensive those sensors would be to include on the trucks. What the systems do tell us that's useful, for example, is how we can use these systems to troubleshoot the subsystems, right? So for systems that utilize oil pressure for fuel delivery, that's the type of information that we'd want to share and show and display. Or for coolant systems, same thing. And we can help troubleshoot, for example, I was talking about inhibits earlier. If the engine can't get up to operating temperature, let's say that your thermostat's stuck open, you're never going to be able to effectively run a regen because you can't get that engine up to temp to start the regen, so it's going to be inhibited. It just so happens that we added new screens recently to J-Pro to go along with our after treatment screen that everybody's familiar with for fuel, oil, and coolant. And we have, multiple screens. The consumable fluids pop up immediately. We warn you when you have low coolant fluids, fuel, DEF, brake. Whatever the system on the truck is reporting will report to the user and tell them, hey, you've got a low something. And we always use colors, right? Red is bad, yellow is not bad yet, but getting there, and green is good. We'll let you know early on. And we use that throughout the application, right? It's a common theme. And just like ice at the at the intersection, right? Same type of scenario, same color codes. Bad is red, green is good.
Well, point taken on the importance of coolant systems, but I still think we need to work on our communication, talking a little nicer to each other. Okay, yeah, you're right. And to start, I like your focus on communication. Next time, we'll talk about the differences in fault communication between heavy-duty and medium-duty trucks. Thanks for watching.